The Golden State Warriors have the NBA completely terrified right now, and they were able to take down this Minnesota Timberwolves team, right? The home team in this game, in this series for game one. But they actually did it without Steph Curry, okay? And I want to show you how they did it. And this was one of the biggest plays of the game. Late fourth quarter, need a bucket, let's go get it. So first thing we notice about this play is we have a mismatch. So one thing that we love about this is we're going to be able to draw attention from the defense. And right away, you see the defense doing what I like to call ball watching, okay? Now these defenders can get very frozen, okay? Very locked in on the ball handler. But when that happens, you're going to see Gary Payton. He's going to get over here and we're going to switch, okay? Now, what this does is confuse the defense. So right when Jimmy drives, he's going to create a slight rotation, a slight freeze of Anthony Edwards. Now we have a better shooter at the top of the key. And the reason Ant was giving so much separation is because he thought that was Gary Payton. Now we can go back and say, hey, if these guys stop ball watching, they might be able to realize what's actually happening here. They realize the switch, but they don't communicate what's going on. And look, he point switches. It's too late. Everything's gone. Ant realizes it, but again, realizes it right here, but doesn't understand that he's not supposed to be switching. I don't get it, but Buddy Hield, it's a massive shot right there. Great job by Jimmy finding Buddy. Let's break down a ton of film. This is going to be a fun one. And here's another big time play by guess who? Jimmy Butler, when they needed him the most, was one of the best playmakers in this game. As he comes off this screen, he's going to generate what we like to call a little bit of a switch with Naz Reid. Now, once again, he's got this matchup that we really, really like, okay? We're going to stack up this left side of the court, and you're going to see Draymond go immediately to the front side of Julius Randle. Now, he just went and took Gary Payton's man in the corner. Now it puts Anthony Edwards in a spot where either he can get back to that three-point line or he can turn around and help that driving or help Naz Reid on the driving Jimmy Butler. But either way, you're in a very bad spot because not only do we have leverage here, but we also have leverage here. So you have to help out on Jimmy Butler, which now, boom, we reach that point of attack. We force him to overcommit. Now we kick out the Gary Payton, who has a whirlwind of separation here, and there is nothing that you can do. I love the confidence of Gary Payton on this play being, hey, I'm shooting this ball, throws it up, gets it to go. Another massive play in this basketball game to help prevail this Golden State Warriors team. And again, I'll say it one more time, with no Steph Curry tonight. Give them a, please, 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 can we get a W in the comment section for these guys tonight, man? They worked so hard. Now, we also got to see a little bit of Jimmy magic in this game. Early on in the game, maybe late third quarter, I'll say. Yeah, it is late third quarter. So we're going to get a drive here by Buddy. He's going to spray out to the three-point line. He's going to create a little bit of, a double team there. Spray out to the three-point line. And at this point, right, Gary Payton's going to swing back to the top and find Jimmy Butler. But by the time Jimmy gets the ball, there's only 3.9 seconds left on the shot clock. And right away, he notices it, draws arm contact. Okay, I want to show you guys that. Draws some arm contact there. They don't call it. And he hits it crazy off the glass three that gave them more momentum late in this third quarter. And man, it was the way they played throughout the entirety of this game, right? Early on, only scored 18 points, but went on a massive 26-11 run in the second quarter, ultimately going on another run in the third quarter, and then ending this game just executing late in that fourth quarter like we showcased and will showcase going forward, right? But before we get any further into the end of this game, do me a big favor, guys. Hit that like button if you want more of these videos. If we get over 1,200 likes on this video, we will post a part 2 tomorrow for you guys. A part 2 breaking down even more film. We got you guys covered. And lastly, most importantly, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're new. Guys, it is free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. And unlimited Warrior content. We got you guys covered. Join the family. Turn on post notifications. That way you guys are notified every time we post one of these videos. And let's get right back into the video. All right, here's one of my favorite plays of the game. Late third quarter, the Warriors have a nice little lead, but cannot take that foot off the gas with Steph Curry being out the entirety of this game. So right here, they're initiating what we like to call a DHO, a dribble handoff between Buddy Hield and Draymond Green. Now, as he turns this corner and gets to the basket, you're going to notice that this entire team is starting to do what I like to call ball watching, right? So instead of paying attention to their mans, they're looking at the ball. So when you get this specific situation, you're going to start to see the defense rotate over, right? So this guy is going to rotate to guard Draymond Green's drive to the basket, which you're going to force Anthony Edwards to now cover that low dunker spot, man. And then you have Jonathan Kuminga on the left side of your screen wide open. And this is what we do. When we have this situation, we want to read the defense, and right when Anthony Edwards goes to guard that low post dunker spot, we're going to slot cut. Just cut right to the basket. Draymond reads it perfectly, finds the cutter, and we get a wide open dunk out of it. Great job by Jonathan Kuminga, but an even better pass and read by Draymond Green. Let's go, man. Love that right there. Now, Buddy Hield actually kind of saved the Warriors from going on a massive drought, and they did go on a drought, but again, Buddy Hield kind of saved them. Now, we're going to get a Steve Nash type of drive where Jimmy Butler is going to go all the way around back out to this perimeter. Now, as that happens, we're going to clear out here, and we're going to send Buddy Hield in this direction. Once again, setting up a DHO with Jimmy Butler, okay? So I'm going to play this a little bit, make it make more sense. So, boom. Once again, we're going to send pods this way. We're going to DHO Buddy Hield in this direction. As we hand the ball off to him, we will also want to set that screen, get him to that corner, and see if we can create a little bit of separation, because we know Rudy Gobert is now on Jimmy Butler, so he's most likely not going to be able to go out to that three-point line. So this sets up beautifully. Boom. Great screen here by Jimmy, and now Buddy Hield's ability to stop on an absolute dime and pull up this shot is absolutely amazing. Stops a massive drought. Minnesota got this lead all the way down to 9 before Buddy Hield had finally hit this massive three. And this was one of my favorite shots because it actually saved them. All right, another big time play, early fourth quarter on this one. And the reason I want to show you this, guy, is because I know Jonathan Kuminga is someone that, you know, Warriors fans aren't too fond of right now, but did play a pretty decent part of this game. I know he didn't hit so many shots and wasn't amazing, but this was a big one. So right now we're seeing a little bit of a one-on-one ISO situation with Jimmy Butler. He's going to jab, he's going to drive baseline, and you're going to see him initiate a little bit of leverage by Jaden McDaniels here. Now, what that's going to do is force rotation from that weak side low post in Naz Reid, and Jonathan Kuminga fills the lane extremely well, understanding, okay, boom, let me get back out to this corner, let me allow pods to kind of free up this space, and let me see what Jimmy Butler can do. So as we drive, we create that rotation. Now, as we space the floor, it puts all the pressure on Dante DiVincenzo, because if we just sat in these two spots, he could easily guard point A and point B without really needing to do much. So now we send Kuminga to that open space, and we cut him to the basket. Now he's got to make a decision, right? Beautiful job here by the off-ball movement players. We find the open man, and then once again, Kuminga, look at this, does have to relocate that ball down to his hip, but still gets that shot to go. This is a great play for this offense that desperately needed to find offense, and Kuminga came up clutch. 2 of these plays were by him, by the way.